Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital Livestream. My name is Michael Chu. Today is um, Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. It is 9:06 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time here. So we did see the market kind of take a dive this morning. So Nasdaq is down 0.4%, Dow is down 0.3, S&P is down 0.4, but I think Russell is down almost close to 1%. And the volume is extremely high. Nasdaq volume 46% higher than usual. NYSE is up volume 2%. So at this moment, we are heading for distribution day if this continues. So that's quite negative. Stocks on the move here. We have Texas Instrument down after reporting. VRT also down. Let's take a look at VRT here. So we have a huge reversal. This is very negative. I don't know. I mean, a lot of industrial stocks getting hit right now, especially AI related stuff. So this is a very negative reversal. Definitely, if you may want to consider selling this via hold this because generally a negative reversal is not a good thing. So yeah, I mean, it's at the 21 day right now almost. We could see a temporary bounce there, but just for overall picture, it's usually not a good sign. And there's lots of stocks that are doing that right now, which is really negative. Let me see what else here. On the downside, we see some gold also reversing. I think gold is still going down. So like GLD, let's look at quickly on that. Yeah. So yeah, gold price is really tumbled. Look, another day of tumbling, even though it's down 1.6%, but I'm sure the gold stocks are getting hit hard. Let's look at AU. Look at this one. Now look at how fast those 2 days happened, right? Yesterday and today. Like it was above 10 day and look at it now. It's already at 50 day. It only took 2 days to go down to 50 day. Now we could see a bounce here if we find support. I'm not sure. Again, the gold price also is at 21 days, so that one is definitely correcting more. But again, we've been seeing lots of gold stocks getting hit hard. CDE, this is between 21 and 50 day. HL, Hecla Mining. This one slightly below 21 day. MUX. This one also between 10 and 21. So some of these are looking, not too bad because they're bouncing off the 21 day, just like the gold price is holding at the 21 right now. So if we see that bounce, then maybe this is just a quick pullback. But it is very severe, so that's what's happening. Let's look at Barrick, a bigger one. So this one also coming back to 50 days. So again, 10 day from 10 day to 50 day, it happened really fast. But if we do find support here, that'll be a good sign. Um, let's keep going here. So again, many stocks getting hit right now. There's not 20 stocks here, which again, not many growth stocks are moving. There's some green ones. We'll go over this in a second, but let's look at the index. Let's go to QQQ. So where are we? Well, we recently came to near the highs here, and then even yesterday was looking not too bad. Like I mean, it's holding near the highs, and today we reverse, right? So right now, is this near the top? All that question. It's probably not the question you want to answer because more important is you want to look at your stocks and see how they're doing, especially growth stocks right now. But I think so this is QQQ. Let's go to 5 minute chart. It's still above the 10 day. Again, we were near new highs right here, and we just tumble and we did see a quick bounce here. So we're not sure if this is gonna keep going down today as they progress, or whether this is gonna come back up, right? So something to watch for. It could go either way, but right now at least we see some short-term support at this level right there. Okay, let's go to SPY. Very similar chart with near new highs, but again today we kind of have a negative reversal. We'll see. It's only down 0.2%, so it's not a lot. And again, very similar chart to Nasdaq, right? Again, we found some support this morning. We're still on a downtrend today, intraday. We'll see which way it goes. Dow here. So Dow, hit new high yesterday. That was actually quite interesting how it hit new high. Um, but it's been sliding since. And again, we see a little support here. Whether it can hold, I'm not sure. But yeah, Dow was hitting new high yesterday right here. So very interesting. It's still above the 10-day. Again, obviously a lot of, talks about speculative stocks getting hit hard recently. So that is putting into a risk-off environment, and Russell is, getting hit hard right now, down 1.1%. A lot of those speculative stocks are small caps and considered in the Russell. So we're seeing this now coming back to the pink line here, 21 day. So again, um, this is so far going straight down. It's found a little bit of support here again. We're not sure if that will hold. So those are things to watch for today. I mean, okay, let's just jump to some of those spec stocks because I think look at Oklo. We were above 10-day, just like gold. We just went to gold. 2 days ago, we were above the green line 10-day. Now look at how fast it's coming down. Um, you know, it's probably gonna come down to the red line, probably the 50-day. But yeah, lots of stocks like this are getting hit hard. Let's look at the rare earth MP. This one, look at how fast this one's going down. This is now below the red line. Um, it's just incredible speed they're going down. And yeah, so there's lots of. I mean, you can look at the quantum stocks as well. IONQ, look at this. Now it's at 50 days. So all these spec stocks are getting hit hard. There's no way of knowing how far they will go because they're down this they're kind of going down at a super fast speed right now, even though the index really didn't correct much yet, but yeah, so that's that. And in general, let's go back to stocks on the move here. We have AVDL. So this is biotech stock. And this one, I'm not sure what the news is, but it did move really strong. And it came out yesterday, and today is just holding. I mean, it didn't even budge at all. That's incredible. And today, I think biotechs are in general, not all of them, but in general, there's some that are holding up better than the general market. So let's look at those. ATech here. And this one is coming up nicely now on the right side of the base here. So very nice base coming up nicely. Uh, Healthcare, this one CA Healthcare, though this one is also kind of making new high this morning right now, so looking pretty sharp, coming up on a pretty sharp angle as well. Okay, ITGR, this one, long-term downtrend, broke this downtrend. Now look at how fast it's going back up. Looks pretty good. And some of this medical products group, it seems to be leading. So here's another one, LMAT. It's also coming back up on the right side. So some of this already corrected, and now they're kind of turning around a little bit. So here's another one, Insulate, another medical product. So that group is really strong right now, moving up. So those are all related. Let's keep going on stocks on the move here. VICR, moving big. It is not on my list, but let's just bring it up for a second. Electronic parts, strong earnings. Earnings season right now underway. We'll talk about Netflix in a second. But VICR, it's not the strongest earnings, that's why it's not on my list. But yeah, APH, another stock that is reported. This is also in electronic parts. It's not the strongest earnings, but so this one has reversed quite a bit actually since this morning. So here you go. It goes up pretty high and now it's all the way back down. Yeah. Capital One Financial. This one also reported. So a lot of these stocks are reporting. They're moving on the news, the earnings news. But I don't, usually just buy because of the news, right? I have to check, hey, is there a good fundamental? Again, this one is pretty weak forecast, so probably won't be on my list. Barclay here, CLS. Well, CLS is one of the few stocks that's up today, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure why it's up compared to other stocks, because but it has pulled back. Yeah, so it was trying to come out this morning, but it has pulled back quite significantly. So yeah, this whole area is getting hit hard, the AI related stuff. So, but nonetheless, it's still positive today. You can go look at VRT. VRT reverse, right? I just talked about that this morning earlier. It's really bad. There's a whole bunch of related stock also get hit hard in the industrial sector, which I kind of find it weird because yesterday they were doing so well when Dow hit new high. Um, so like, for example, Modine got hit really hard today, and these are all reversals. So it's like all negative reversals, right? Just like VRT. So look at this. Look at where it's at right now, below red line. That is incredible selling pressure. STRL, this one as well. So look at that. It's all at the red line. This is pretty crazy actually. Um, anyhow, so those are the ones that are being selling. Now the one area, besides some biotech, there's also some retail doing pretty good today. Auto truck area, CPS. The auto truck area seems to be doing well recently. This is Cooper Standings, moving up on the right side. So again, one thing you notice, stocks that are doing better right now are the ones that are already corrected. Um, so eBay here. So this one also corrected. Now it's coming back on the right side. Looks pretty strong right now, holding pretty tight. WRG. So this one also corrected and now coming back on the right side. So some of these are restaurants. So that's also interesting. Some restaurants are holding up pretty good. HLT. This one Hilton reported this morning, and really nice uptick here. Nice base, and pretty close to breakout zone right now. Looks good. Um, LLYVA, Liberty Media. So this one is slowly moving back up. And then we have Tao. Some of the education service today are moving. Tao here, looking pretty good. Lope is another one. This one is slowly moving back. So yeah, some of the education service moving. Let's think. So I touch on gold. We touch on finance. This one stock here, SF, that is reporting as well, that did well. Okay, so here you go. Like I said, the financial is a little bit weaker than I would like to see. I mean, you can go look at the recent bigger guys like BAC. Let's see if they're still holding here. So this one, you see it like it kind of came out and then now it kind of come back down, right? Citigroup, same thing, come up and then came back down, right? So it's much weaker than I like to see. So the financial area is just not gaining momentum, so that's the problem. Okay, let's go to the last group here is the tech. Um, so yesterday I mentioned software group saw some traction. Let's look at those. So some of them are like, but I think some of them have fallen back today. So unfortunately, so let's look at Asan here. So yeah, so it's not too bad. It's down 1.6% on this guy. Again, a lot of this have kind of laggard, right? A lot of the software guys are laggard. So let's look at CRM. This was a big stronger one. Right now it's already bouncing, so that looks pretty good. Salesforce here. Let's keep going. Now, obviously, earnings coming up, so there's lots of stocks with earnings coming up, so gotta be mindful. This one is coming up as well as SAP. So yeah, falling back 1%. I mean, it's not dropping big today after 3 days run right here. Most of them have a 3-day run. Let's look at service now. So but yeah, so the same thing here. It's only down 0.7%. So it's looking pretty good actually. I think still even today. So they're holding tight. I think in general. I think Pegasus was the one that reported this morning. Pay Pega, can't remember, Pega Systems. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, yeah. So it reported pretty strong movement. Um, Just looking at the forward guidance, yeah, it's not on my list because the forward guidance is pretty low. But okay, let's look at some of the chip guys. AMD. So this one has been really strong performer. It look at it's I mean depending how you draw it, it kind of broke the lower channel line here. But it's still above 10-day. So we'll see if we find bounce at the 10-day or not. Nvidia. So Nvidia hasn't been able to move lately, just trying to hold at this red line here. It's definitely at the bottom of the range today, right now. So TSM also making kind of recent low here. This is not looking good. And then Broadcom. So the chips have been underperforming lately. You can see the RS lines. Just most of these stocks are heading down. So that's not the good sign you want. Okay. Let's look at one more, Palantir. So a lot of people who are holding this stock, but it's just not moving, just like Nvidia. It's just now back to the red line. It's probably a lower low than the last few weeks here. So yeah, market today is under a lot of selling pressure. We'll see if they can bounce back or not. The volume is super high, so it looks like it's not really moving right now. You can see, okay, it's just hit new low again. So there's lots of selling pressure. I think it's time to be defensive. Um, yeah, it's very hard to, even if you find stocks that are doing well today, it's probably hard to trade in this environment because most of them will be heading down. And yeah, so obviously we saw some health stocks kind of moving the other direction, and same as some retail, but that's just a few, right? But majority of them are just probably down. So it's very hard to even be if you're diversified like me, it's pretty hard to even find many stocks that are going up today. So it's best to be defensive. Again, the negative reversal is probably what concerned me the most. And now we're back at 10-day. So yeah, so it's but overall the chart, the index itself is still looking okay because we test the lows here, and then we went back above the 10-day. Now we're testing the 10-day after trying to hit new high. So all these are pretty normal, but again, the underlying stocks is what's more concerning because that's what's a lot of stocks are getting hit hard. So so this is SPY hitting new low as well. Dow also hitting new low. It doesn't look like any of them are holding in any sense right now. Just too much selling pressure, and volume. Again, this is very concerning. The volume is so high. Let me look at the bar at the bottom. Hold on a second. Let's just look at the daily chart for a second. So we see distribution days. You know, those 3 days very significant. Now the volume has a little bit coming down the last two this week. Today is Wednesday. but the volume is significantly higher, 45% higher. So that is a concern. That will be above average, but most likely. So this is very concerning right here. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. And again, this is not a time to be aggressive. Look at where your stocks stand. If they're holding, you can obviously continue to hold or put a tighter stop loss. But any stocks that have kind of come back down and reverse and breaking key moving averages probably is the stocks you don't want to like try to hold. Will be very dangerous. Not knowing how far this will go down. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.